Very cool. Here she is.
It actually just dawned on us as we were driving down here, this is the only red-eye swapped Dodge Lancer GT in the world. Yeah, the only one in the entire world.
I like the factory
shifter?
B-pedal mount. That's that's a super tall shifter you got there too.
Started off as a joke and then it actually worked. All right, so we're here. We made it to KSR with Kevin. I've mentioned it a few times in different videos that sort of been working behind the scenes with you for many weeks now because we've never done anything drag racing related at all, ever.
I've got a couple thousand drag strip passes under my belt, as well as, you know, building cars and all that stuff. In fact, we got a shop full of cars we're building, drag race, road race, all kinds of fun stuff. But Colette's never drag raced before, so I get to put on my teacher hat today and do a little teaching on, you know, what happens in a drag race.
Waiting to do a lot of like very drag specific stuff here. So today we're going to be messing with suspension, learning a lot of that from KSR team, adding weight to the car strategically. Yeah, we're going to look and see how the balance sets up. So one of the first things we're going to do is run it in and drop it on the scales, and we've got to move some cars out, play musical cars a little bit here, see what it weighs, and then see kind of where the weight is stacked up in the car. I'm basically treating it like a no prep event. Yeah. Watch videos from previous years, it's slippery. Now, we hit the easy button a little bit with the big tires on the car, but it's still gonna be tough. Gotta get Collete used to the car, especially, it's gonna be probably moving around a little bit. We don't want you moving around. We don't want it like the drift car. We want it just, actually you want it boring, except for just having to shift the car. Drag racing passes should be as drama-free as possible. Yep. That's the idea anyways. So what's your first impression? When we rolled this thing off the trailer? I've actually never seen one of those until you sent me some pictures of it, and I'm like, well, that's unique. Same. I didn't even know they existed before I found one. And like, I've got one customer who's a massive Mopar guy. He probably knows all about these, but like, I travel around the country with him in the Trans Am series, and he's got a couple of Vipers and all kinds of stuff. So yeah, and he would be all about this Hellcat swapping another Mopar. So. Yep. Cool. Well, I guess let's roll in the shop and we'll see if we can get to work. Alrighty. Kind of a lot of work to be done here. Nick and I were up till 2:30. Yeah. From the dyno. That was a super late last night, and it was 2.5 hours to get here, so we're up early. That's part of it. I can't believe we're going to be testing literally in a few hours, which is a little crazy. So luckily, these guys, they know what's up. There's a lot of people in there. They're going to show us the drag racing ways. And today, I got to put my learner's hat on, just soak it all up. Corvette. It's going to be an extremely lightweight chassis for the World Racing League, which is that endurance series that I did with Hyundai last year. Titanium firewall, small engine, so it can race and be competitive in its class. This is wild. Bro, look at what we're rolling up with. I can't believe Kevin didn't have a heart attack when we're like, yep, this is our shelf of things that we want to do today right before we hit the track. Did overpack. I usually do because I'm paranoid and I want to be like extra prepared, but yeah, we're in the right spot to get a whole lot of stuff done. They've done this many times, and we're going to be learning a whole lot today, and I still can't believe I'm going to be driving the car tonight. It's so crazy. Right away, we're going to finally figure out what this thing weighs. We think it's going to be around 2,500 with me, and that'll be the very first time that I'm saying that out loud on the channel. So yeah, but now we're going to know. How much do you think it's going to weigh? I have no idea. It seems really light, like pushing it around. Yeah. This is with a bad alignment too. Yeah, that's true. Like the front's like this. So I'd say it's probably 24. Yeah. How much much do you think it weighs?
Are we being optimistic? I would think it's mild steel cage. Is the front end fiberglass? No, all steel.
Well, the hood's fiberglass.
Yeah, about the trunk. Steel. Just gutted steel. Yeah, gutted. I guess probably 26. Okay, we're not too far.
Okay.
Mopars are usually on the heavier side. Yeah. Somewhere in the mid 2500s. Yeah, 999. 29.
Come on. Really?
It's a dog.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
Be ready. Make sure it doesn't roll too, Drew.
Oh.
Oh, okay. He fooled us there.
Oh no.
That ain't bad. What's it at?
2703. All right.
Okay. That ain't bad. Still less than, actually to be less than 2,900 pounds. Yeah. So, that'll work.
Okay, look, we're a little optimistic, but you know, we're just guessing.
With that.
Yeah, that's still.
So, we're gonna add probably 200 pounds right here. Put your weight on the trunk seam, Drew. Okay, so that's 56 on the rear, so maybe it's only gonna take.
It's so weird how the left front's so low.
Yeah, usually, well, we'll play with that with balancing and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'll be in there. Oh, it's a 2800 for me.
So you're 250, so that made it 56 on the rear. Like I think if we get it to like 52, 53 on the rear, because we got front and rear percentages there.
Yeah.
It's 52 just as it sits. The seat is slightly behind center, so you're gonna add a little bit of weight. Like we want to jump in it to the rear, and we'll see what the.
All right, let's see how much she weighs with me in it. A bit heavier than we were expecting, but still 2,700 pounds is still super light, especially for the power that we're gonna be able to make with this setup. Now we're gonna be strategically placing weight where the car needs it to get a better front to rear ratio to help me put this power down, especially at roadkill nights where the surface isn't gonna be that great. So there's a lot that needs to be done. I'm gonna work on painting our passenger door. It's already primed and ready to go. I'm just gonna be using spray paint, which is actually how we found out that Bill spray painted the entire car. The paint was so good on the car, we honestly couldn't believe it, but I was texting Bill, he showed me the exact spray paint to get. It's a Rust-Oleum gloss orange spray paint, and we're using nicer 2K clear that's also sprayable. And I think Bill said he just put a lot of time afterwards into buffing the car out, so I might not have time to do all the detailing and buffing before roadkill nights, but at least the door will be a color. So I also need to seal the inside of the car. Nick is gonna be working on getting our trans tunnel completed and together and sealing everything up. Kevin and the KSR team are gonna be doing weights for the car. We also have to put the parachute on, move the parachute handle, set the suspension. There's a lot that needs to be done, so hopefully we're going drag racing tonight. I left the spray paint outside in the sun to heat up so it sprays a lot nicer. So while I was letting it heat up, I finished sealing up the passenger side because our cooler box just sweats so much and I don't want any of that water getting on the rear tires. I'll show you how that went later. It's definitely not the prettiest job, but it is a job and it's done. So now I'm going to attempt to live up to Bill's work and how he spray painted the entire car. I'm gonna try and do that just on this door. I already know because I'm doing this outside, not in a prepped area, which I know we have a full paint booth at home, but guess what? There's just been zero time. We're focused on getting the car running down the drag strip, and I have some time right now to at least throw a quick coat of orange on it. This is the exact paint that is used on the entire car. I think this will probably end up being around maybe 4 coats of this, and then I'll probably go ahead and spray some clear on it as well, just because I'll be doing this in between all the other stuff we're doing, just coming out and doing some coats. So I'm gonna wipe the door down and get to spraying. Alright, I know it looks really bad right now. I did a super light first coat. The wind isn't helping us here. I don't know. I think I might just have to put more layers than I originally thought, but we'll definitely get it done. I don't know if it's gonna be as good as Bill's. I know it's not gonna be as good as Bill's worked, at least for my first attempt here, but we can always redo that after roadkill nights. My goal is for the door to be orange. Well, I thought I had 3 cans of the gloss Rust-Oleum orange, and I actually only had 2. I was planning to do at least 1 more really heavy coat on the door, and I went to pick up the last can and it was gloss clear. So it is what it is. I already knew I'd want to redo this anyway. I'm gonna let this last coat dry out here. Should dry decently fast, and then we'll hit it with the clear. For canned clear, this is the good stuff. I've used this before on a few parts. You have to mix the hardener into it right here, and it's only good for like 24 hours. After that, it'll be crap, but hopefully I'll be able to at least put 2 cans on, most likely, and this should make it look a lot better. Before I do the clear, we'll go get an update, see what's going on in the shop. I've been wanting to put off this moment for a long time, but trans tunnel time is here.
Sorry, Bill.
Sorry, Bill. Doing what we can, at least trying to utilize the existing tunnel that came with the car, but obviously with all the clearancing that had to be done with the headers, there was a lot to modify and patch up here. Nick already got the floor sealed up right here. If you remember, you could see the exhaust right here. Kevin was working on moving our parachute mount. It's gonna end up being mounted right here where I can reach it. It's gonna be really easy for me to access. What else has been done already? Oh yeah, Nick replaced this vacuum line. If you're using a different line that wasn't as good as a temporary solution on the dyno, got that replaced and rerouted back here. I sealed the inside here just where our cooler box was sweating a lot. You know, not the best. Wow.
Not quite, but almost.
It's getting there.
I guess you could say that.
Honestly, the car looks weird with the tunnel now.
Right?
It's been out for so long, I just got used to it. Weird. Doing great, Nick.
Yeah.
Looking good.
Thanks.
Oh, is that the bar for the weight?
Yeah.
There we go. So we're just gonna make it, so how are we adding the weight on?
We've got some threaded inserts he made, and basically it's gonna have a stud sticking up out of it that will be removable.
Okay.
And then we'll have a wing nut that'll just go down onto that, and you guys can just lock it on by hand.
Sweet.
Take the weights on and off of there.
Fully customizable track setup. And now I need to go to a store
Get some more weight.
and find some weights. So I guess that's gonna be my next adventure. Okay, I need to go out and get some weights. So I'm gonna go to Play Again Sports and hopefully be able to find what we need. Before I leave, I'm at least gonna put 1 coat of clear on the car so it'll be completely dry by the time I get back. So this has a hardener in it. So once you do this, you have to use it all. That we needed for the car. The bar to actually put the weight on should be done now. So I got weights, I got food for everybody. We're gonna eat, and then I need to do at least 1 more coat of clear on the car. It's almost time, y'all. It's almost time to head to the track. I can't believe it. Our bar is complete. I really hope I can fit those 25-pound weights on these rods. I'm not sure if they'll fit, but I ended up getting a lot of extra 10s since they were smaller, so we'll see what fits. Put the weight on, and then that's literally the handle to take it on and off.
Think of it as like a really big wing nut.
Okay.
You can just throw the weight on real quick.
Yeah.
It screws on, tighten it, no tools, nothing.
That is awesome. Sick. Now, I'll go get all the weights and see if they fit. Wait.
Oh, look at that.
I'm worried that the 25s are gonna be too wide, but I got a bunch of extra 10s.
Perfect.
So, maybe
Perfect.
it fits?
Oh yeah.
Oh wow, that's the one I was worried about.
Cool.
That's the biggest one. All the other 25 ones are that big, and then there's one that's smaller, but wow. My first weight bar.
Now is it gonna clear there? Which we can always shorten the.
Oh, it's just thin.
Yeah. Need to shorten that a little bit.
Yep. Well, it's about time. It's about that time to put these windows on. These are the ones that I painted the border on like forever ago, and it's finally time to put them on the car. 2 bolts secure there will be a lot better.
Let's hope so anyways.
Yes. Then we got some fancy battery tie downs back here now. Look at that. And now we got a battery on each side.
Yeah.
For weight, but also we got a spare. We're gonna carry a spare with us. Beautiful. That's not going nowhere but through the gears.
Let's hope not.
Complete. Kevin welded that up right there. Ain't going nowhere. Now I can actually reach. This is fantastic. And for now, we're just gonna throw this over here for now. And look, they're never gonna know. The trans tunnel is back in the car, which is weird. We had this out and open for so long. Floor is sealed up. This is perfect for now and for roadkill nights. Holding.
Got a problem with the what?
Alright. Oh my god. I've waited as long as I could today to give the door the most amount of time to dry, but it is now time. I need to put the frame on. Need to put our door window on. So I didn't have enough paint, so the door jambs are not done, and we're not gonna have the aluminum piece done today. That goes on the inside of the door. We're gonna work on that tomorrow, just some final touch-up things. You don't need a door panel, go down a drag strip, baby. So I'm gonna put this frame on, bring it in, and see what she looks like. With only 2 thick layers of clear, the shine is actually pretty nice. And this is no buffing or anything, just outside in the elements. Alright, our frame is on, and now I'm gonna go to the window. I'm just doing this outside to give the door, again, as much time to cure with the clear as possible.
We found a problem. Zoom in on this right here.
Oh.
So you have some dynamic camber, self-adjusting,
not a feature we want.
Nope, not a feature we want.
Oh,
so
well.
luckily I've got some Delrin, and we're gonna machine up a new bushing and get back to this. But we're gonna miss the racetrack tonight. So
Hey, we're getting this car 100% sorted though, which makes me feel pretty good.
Let's cap it at 90. We'll
90%.
Not 100.
Roadkill Nights competition sorted.
There you go.
What?
It'll be great for road.
Yeah, right?
Wow, that's crazy. Alright, so we decided to pull the plug on trying to make it to the track. Right now there was way more important things that we need to be focusing on in terms of overall car setup, and that is what we are here for all of the drag racing knowledge that KSR has. So we're just gonna spend the rest of the night getting the car as dialed as possible, and looks like I'll be driving the car for the first time doing some proper unprepped street hits tomorrow. But this has been so awesome. We've gotten so much done here and we're not done yet. For the first time, both doors are mostly complete with windows on them. I still have to do the door panel on this one, but Nitch got our handles on for the very first time. Bill was super stoked that he had found these handles, as they're actually original ones and in really good condition. So now both doors have those handles on them and windows.
Custom. Tire to frame.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably another 1/8 inch. Fenders are radius, so yeah.
Centering the axles.
How's that?
Never done this before.
Yep. 294.
24.
Setup is done. Now we're putting the hood back on, doors back on, me in the car, and we're gonna do a final weight. I don't know. Ignore the door jams. I ran out of paint. Brand spanking new door. There's a whole lot more going on back here than when we showed up.
Parachute now.
I know.
Trunk.
Oh, it actually latches now. Yeah. Look at that. And you can't even see it. There she is. Door handles too, coming together.
We're getting closer and closer to my number.
500.
49.99.
29.
Come on. Really?
It's a dog.
Yeah, you were right. You were, yeah. You just 2,900.
29.99.
Oh, it's actually, yeah, with me in there. You knew all along.
That's it.
Wow.
Hop in there.
So this
and,
is.
Let's see what the numbers look like with you sitting in it.
Here we go for the final numbers. Now everyone's gonna know how much I weigh. How are we looking?
Yeah.
I think we're in the 2,900 at the moment. 2950-ish. Oh, they're doing something with the weight back there. He wants it to be $29.99 bad. This is simulating water. So we threw a little 25-pounder right there. It's gonna be pretty close to accurate. And this is full weight with me and all of our added ballast that's in the rear of the car. So this is a race-ready trim. And time. It's burnout time.
Right.
What's your advice for my first burnout in this car?
Well, you're gonna get in it and you're gonna pump the brakes up really good. Hit the line lock, plug her in second gear, and give her the old swap foot, hi-ya.
Oh my god.
And buckle up and put your helmet on just for safe measure.
Safety first, alright.
Safety first.
Alright.
Yeah,
It's time.
like, you know, drive it out, go that way, turn around, just make sure it, like you want to take your hand off the wheel and it just rolls straight, and then even hit the brake with your hand right by the wheel, and just make sure it like doesn't go in one direction or the other when you hit the brake.
Coolant temp's already getting up there, so you should be good. Okay. I guess she's just gonna go for it. You good? Ah, okay.
Drive it through the tire,
I don't think she used the line lock. I think she let off the line lock.
I wonder if it'll pull third.
It probably would, it seems. It seems to light that up. She's pedaling it in second, so it's working. How was it?
So, I think the pressure on the line lock needs to be greater.
I need you to be a little bit more in the throttle.
Okay.
I can hear you this.
Okay.
See if it'll pull third.
Start in third.
Let's see if it'll do it. I mean, it looked like it was trying to take off even straight out of the, so when you go to actually try to launch it, it's going to try and go. Like, it just seems like it's, when it takes off, is it going straight?
Yeah.
Straight.
Yeah.
That was, and like looking at the stripes, like they're pretty well the same color.
Pretty solid.
Yeah, that
was good.
That was nice.
That's what you want to see?
Pedal it,
yeah.
So.
Oh yeah. You can hear her pedaling it. Oh yeah, I can't hear shit.
It's probably sliding the front tires. I haven't watched the front tires, but that was good. Like,
That was good. I didn't feel anything.
it smoked the tires.
Oh, you made it. Look at the marks you made.
Yeah, it smoked the tires.
It pushed the fronts.
Yeah.
I saw it this time literally like push the fronts.
Realistically, that's all it needs.
Yeah, right? That's a lot of smoke. Just try to launch it, just a normal launch. Just give it some RPM, drop out the line lock, and let off the clutch.
Okay. Will you guys line me up?
Yeah, I'll line you up. You got any heat in the tires at all?
God, it's gonna be loud. Just ate through that. Just burned the tires right off.
Yeah,
I think it's the gear first and the pavement, obviously.
Do what?
The gear, maybe? So that was in first.
I think the tires have probably cooled off some too. The new ones are going to be way better.
Yeah.
I know the road's going to have some prep on it, so it won't be near that bad. But if you do some testing around, you know, the compound, and even add more weight to the back of it, just make sure the tires aren't going to rub. Feel like it's one to drive straight though. Okay. That's the most important thing. And then you may figure out that it doesn't, you can't just flat foot it right at the starting line. Like you may have to just roll it out and then get into it. So I think the new tires and plus the road will be a lot better prepped than, I mean, this is all sandy and dirty. And
Yeah. This is the worst of the worst.
seems like it's working.
Yeah, thank you so much, Kevin.
Yeah, man.
Really appreciate it.
Good job.
All right. Back it up to the trailer.
If you guys like what we're doing with our Dodge Lancer GT drag racing car and want to find similar parts for your build, be sure to check out the links in the description to find those parts and more on eBay Motors. Let's ride.